Welcome back in, everyone, for another exciting, wonderful, wholesome journey into Higurashi When They Cry visual novels. So let's keep going. I think we're starting chapter 5? Yeah, starting chapter 5. I knew we wouldn't be doing any club activities after school today before Mion even said anything. I'd been invited over by Shion for an all-you-can-eat dessert. Yeah, let's go. I made a point of leaving half my lunch uneaten. My expectations would only be rivaled by my hunger.
Keiichi 君、今日はなんだか嬉しそうだね。いいことあるのかな？
I guess it was obvious. Ren had questioned me with a happy look. That's right, why don't I invite Renna for dessert as well? No, if I recall correctly, Shion said something about having a ticket. At worst, the restaurant might be admission by ticket only today. If that was the case, then having Renna be turned away at the door would result in the worst feeling ever. Yeah, it'd be such a dick to do that.
ちょっとしたラッキーでさ、明日報告してやるよ。レナン、きっと羨ましがるぜ。
Eating all the dessert.
なんだろう。いいの。そのラッキーって可愛いかな？
Cute. I wonder what Renna would think of the uniforms that Angel wore. They'd definitely be a critical hit. She would die.
かなり可愛いかも。
いいの。
I'm jelly. Oh my god, I love it.
何かな？
へえ、どんな幸運に恵まれたのやら。あれ？ひょっとして2月くらい前にエンジェルモードで三角くじとか引いた？
Ooh, Mion knows about it.
それに当たった？
おいおい、俺は2月前にはまだ転校してきてないぞ。
ああ、そっか。じゃあエンジェルのデザートフェスタでもないし。
Well, it is.
みーちゃん、
He got an
エ
in.
ンジェルのデザートフェスタって何かな？
Oh, this is called Festa, not like festival.
沖宮の駅前の正面にエンジェルモートっていうファミレスがあるじゃない？
Restaurant.
あそこではね、季節の変わり目に新デザートのお披露目イベントをやるんだよ。それが今日でね。あ、言っても無駄だよ。9時当選者以外は入店できない貸し切りデーだから。
Mion explained once again what Shion explained to me last night. Yeah, she
レナ
did.
も今度からお店に通ってみよう。頑張ってくじを当てて次のデザート食べ放題を狙うの。
God, an all-you-can-eat dessert fest just sounds so good.
頑張れ。ちなみに聞いた話だと、当選くじはマニア垂涎のプラチナチケットで、闇では高値で取引されてるなんて噂が。
I love that there's like a black market for tickets to a dessert festival at a restaurant. That's amazing. Hearing that story, I felt even more appreciative of the ticket that Shion had procured for me. I just thought it was lucky to be able to eat dessert for free, but it turned out that the ticket was much more valuable. The number of things I had to thank Shion for had increased again.
ありがとな。そんなに価値があるものなんて、俺全然知らなくて。
I whispered in a voice only Mion could hear. That was how I conveyed my feelings. Mion looked at me for a moment before she tilted her head to the side and smiled confusedly.
何？なんか言った？
It would be a problem if you said something to me right now. That smile seemed to be telling me as much. I guess Mion wouldn't be accepting any gratitude while she was Mion. I'll go to the restaurant. Today, I'll thank Mion while she's Shion. My dude is still super confused.
おじさんはこの辺で失礼するわ。今日のバイトはちょっとハードなんだよな。じゃあね。
Boom, boom. Mion waved her hand energetically as she left.
ねえケイチ君、なんだかみーちゃん最近変なの。浮かれてるっていうか嬉しそうっていうか。
Elated.
そうなのか？
Renna was pretty sharp when it came to these types of things. To me, Mion seemed the same as always, but Renna apparently felt something different.
ケイチ君は知らないのかな？てっきり知ってるのかなって思って。
Renna's skirt fluttered as she spun around with a coy
知っ
smile.
てるって俺が。
Yeah, I have no idea what she's even talking about. I was obviously weaseling my way out of the question, but I wasn't lying. Honestly, I didn't really know what was going on. That's a mood. Why did Shion, a persona of Mion that she'd created, appear before me? Something was blatantly up, but Renna paid it no heed.
そっか。
No head. Oh,
じ
really?
ゃあ何なんだろうね。でもみーちゃんが機嫌いいとレナも嬉しいよ。
Aw, friendship.
はう。
Saying that, she spread her arms wide and spun around happily. I didn't know why, but Renna was in a really good mood. It was so infectious that I had to smile too. Even the chirping of the cicadas seemed joyful. For a change.
でもね。
Renna abruptly stopped spinning, her expression returned to a more somber one. Alright, I don't like where this is going. Seems a bit spooky.
みーちゃんね。つい最近ね。すごく傷つけられたの。
Oh no.
傷つけって、え？
The pain that Rena was talking about probably wasn't physical.
はじめはあまり気にしてないふりをしてたけど、怪我と同じ。だんだん腫れてきた。じんじん腫れてきた。とうとう痛みがこらえられなくなって、夜中に目を覚ました。そして、レナに電話してきたの。みーちゃんは泣いてた。
Aw,
ごめん
sad.
それ何の話だよ。
何の話？レナは今何か話をしてたのかな
Keiichi is so
おい
dense.
そんなとぼけ方するなよ。今レナは
知らないレナは何も知らないよ。はう
Rena spun as she laughed innocently. Eventually, she appeared to get sick, stumbling as she steadied herself with her hand against the wall. Dude, that's what happens to me when I spin around too much. Get dizzy.
目が回って
You guys are outside.
バカだな。調子に乗ってぐるぐ
Love
る
it.
回ってるからだよ。
ごめん。はあ、気持ち悪いかも。
I'll lend the ditz a shoulder to lean on. To be smuggling around like a newborn foal at this age is actually quite a feat. Rena, in good mood, only babbled incoherently after that. I laughed as I responded to and chided her. However, the chance to revisit that heavy topic Rena had brought up before never arrived. As soon as I got home, I tossed aside my school bag and changed in a hurry. The effects of only having a light lunch were starting to show, as my stomach began to let out fickle growls. Alright, let's go. To Angel Mort. It's time to face the land of endless dessert. God, sounds so joyous. Preparations for battle are complete. Tally-ho. I love how intense it is. That's freaking great. Angel Mort had a decidedly different feel to it compared to yesterday. Dessert Festa today, admittance by reservation only. Nonetheless, the front of the store was being swarmed by over a dozen young men. Judging by how they were looking upwards in jealousy instead of entering the store, they weren't invitees. Why would they gather here if they knew they couldn't get in? I found out the answer when I passed through the crowd and began to climb the steps to enter the restaurant. Oh, this dude's a bit desperate.
ああ、まあな、ラッキーだったんだ。
As soon as I said that, I was immediately mobbed. It was like being in the middle of a football scrum on a crowded train. But what is going on? The reason was this. It wasn't just one ticket per person. One ticket could let up to 4 people inside.
そうだったのか。ますますレナや他のみんなを誘ってやるべきだった。
Well, you
親
didn't
切にありが
know.
とう。でも今の話は聞かなかったことにするよ。
Nice. With an uplifting smile, I turned and ignored them. When I did, their arms all reached out at once like the souls of the damned seeking succor. God. It's just like, well, it's Otaku. I love it. Well, what selfish people. This was the only reason they were crowded in front of the restaurant. Dozens of wretched arms reached out for me like the teeth of a giant rake and grasped at the air. I was already climbing the stairs to the entrance. My God, they are so horrible. This isn't something to joke about. I flew up the rest of the stairs and threw myself inside the restaurant. It was like I'd entered a different world. Man, gotta save yourself, dude. Just dive right in. The miserable throng of the damned hurled curses at me from the other side of the glass door. But inside this completely soundproofed and air-conditioned restaurant, with the angelic smile of a waitress to welcome me, they were nothing more than a refreshing piece of scenery. I knew that I shouldn't laugh, but I began to let out a sinister cackle.
いらっしゃいませ。エンジェルモートへ。本日はデザートフェスタにつき、チケットのお客様のみの貸し切りになっております。チケットとご方面をお伺いしてもよろしいでしょうか。
チケットはないけど、名簿に名前があると思います。前原です。
前原、あった。
Aw.
失礼ですが、フルネームでお伺いしてよろしいですか。
圭一です。前原圭一。
Keiichi. My bad, Keiichi.
大変失礼いたしました。
Like James Bond saying it.
特別招待の前原圭一様ですね。お席へご案内いたします。どうぞこちらへ。
The mood inside the room was incredibly heated. The booths were packed to the brim. Men in their prime were stuffing their faces with dainty desserts that didn't suit them at all. It was a rather unnerving spectacle. Soon after I showed in my seat, Shion arrived.
いらっしゃいませ。ようこそエンジェルモーターへ。
よーしよ。今日は本当にありがとうな。世話になりに来たぜ。
ちょっと遅かったから心配しました。でも来てくれて嬉しいです。
It may have been because other customers were around that her tone was less casual, but she still capped off that welcome with her usual brilliant smile.
見ての通り、今日はお客さんがすっごいんで、私の仕事が終わるまでのんびりしててくださいね。終わったら一緒に遊びに行きましょうね。
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought they were going for a walk or something. They're gonna go play somewhere, eh? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Oh, I see how it is. This isn't the only dessert Keiichi's getting today. You know what I'm saying? Whispering just that last part into my ear, Shion winked to return to the kitchen. Maybe it was because the mood at the restaurant was so heated, but Shion seemed a bit bolder. Even a small change in her mannerisms was enough to set my heart aflutter. Aw. My little dude's in love. Oh, sweet dude. While I was overwhelmed by the atmosphere inside the restaurant, orders from the new summer menu were carried out one after another. Let's look at this. This strawberry cake looks good. I'm not a fan of, like, heavy desserts. I like the lighter stuff. These milkshakes look insane. I think they're milkshakes anyway. I don't know. They're crazy. This one they just have Pocky sticking out of it, dude. This one has like a choco straw. Dude, they look good. Every single one was extravagantly huge. I get it. You can eat all of these amazing things for free. No wonder a ticket was worth its weight in gold. On top of that, all of it was plenty delicious. Whoops. From dishes with a general appeal to insane ones aimed at a specific audience, there were absolutely no gaps in their repertoire.
どう考えても一人で食う量じゃないかもしれないな。
Can't think that.
まあ、そ
Giving
れは
up
置い
early.
ておいて。
It didn't feel relaxing in here at all. Probably because the fervor inside the restaurant was clearly abnormal. All the other booths were crammed with groups of 4. Sneezy men were gorging like pigs on cutely decorated desserts, and wouldn't have been surprised if they started licking the plates. It was more than a little unsettling. That's slightly creepy. Like, go there and just enjoy the desserts, bro. Don't go insane. Like, it's all you can eat. You'll get more. Chill. It piqued my interest, so I started listening on their conversation, and what things I heard. Oh God, I can't even imagine. I hate it.
僕ですか。当選チケットは秘密ルートから7万で購入したっつ。
$70,000? My dude spent like $700 on a ticket for, you know what, they're just... Alright. Oh my god. I mean, like, fair. I hate his voice. I hate it.
トレスさん、水とかズボンにこぼしてふきふきとかしてくれないかにゃー。にゃーにゃー。
I don't want to play this game anymore. Oh, I hate it so much. And people are actually like this.
エンジェルモートのフィギュアが今度発売されるらしいでござるな。
They'd make a
次
killing.
のイベントは要注意でござる。
そうそう。今度大手フィギュアメーカーが商品化を決めたそうであります。
I can't say anything though. I have Angel Mort figures of Rena and Mion, I think. Yeah, Rena and Mion. I got those years ago. They never made a lot of figures for Higurashi, so I had to get what you got.
発売日は要チェックなのであります。
しかし、大人買いするには種類が多すぎるのでごわすな。
Bulk
普
buy
通の
them.
ファミレス制服のフィギュアなら10種類程度でごわすのに。
The
今度の
secret
はシ
set
ー
with
クレット
different
ポーズ
poses.
差分込みでざっと100種類。
They would make so much money.
ダブった時は誰かトレードしてもらいたいでお
On
じゃ
their
る。
blind boxes too, that's
ファン
horrible.
としては即日コントはキム。いや、君と僕とのディスティニーでおじゃ
I
るよ。
sorry, I need more caffeine to deal with this right now. Need all the caffeine in the world. Alright. Wow, let's continue this mess. The words spilling out of their mouths were pretty much all incomprehensible jargon, but they still keenly conveyed that hidden beneath them was an invisible aura of abnormality. Abnormality.
お待たせしました。次のデザートは南国風シナモンのアバンチュールでございます。
I love cinnamon stuff, not gonna lie. Tropical cinnamon love affair sounds
どうかな
delicious.
さいましたか？
あ、いえ、なんかこう今日の店内は雰囲気が違うなと。
Yeah, you got a lot of creepers there, bro.
うちのお店、その道の方々にはかなり有名らしいんです。まあ、そういう狙いのお店ですからいいんですけどね。
I mean, hey
で
man.
もイベントの日のお客様はちょっと濃いめの方が多いんで困っちゃいます。
Hopefully they're at least leaving tips though. Like, you're getting all this food for free, bro. Well, I don't know. Some of them paid 70,000 yen for tickets, but like, still tip. Like, drop a big tip. The waitress informed me quietly with a wry
な
smile.
んかお客の人たちも血走ってて
A pack
ハ
of-
イエナみたいですよね。
Oh my
今日
god.
のお客さんのほとんどは
かなり遠方から無理してきてるみたいですからね。そういう方々って羽目を外しやすいんでちょっと怖いんです。
Sounds horrifying. And it just made sense in my brain why they gave up to 4 people a ticket. I'm assuming there's like 1 ticket per table, and then 4 people are at a table. Makes sense. That's
ちゃん
smart.
とガードを固めておかないと大変なんですから。
Those darn otakus. What did she mean by keep your guard up? At that moment, a large crash resounded through the room. Oh no. I turned around startled to see that waitress had fallen down and spilled the order she was carrying right onto a customer. Wait, isn't that Shion? Oh no.
すみませんでした。そのお召し物はその
なんてことする
Oh
にゃ
my
り
god. I can only imagine where this is gonna go.
ペコペコしたズボンが生クリームでベトベトにゃりよ。
Bro, you spent $18 on jeans. Calm yourself down. What the hell is that? For somebody who just met with disaster, he seems awful happy.
これはひどいですにょ。ウェイトレスさんが精神性ふきするしかないでござるにょ。
Nah, bro, that's not how it works. Conversation suddenly veered off in an odd direction. Hey, what did he say? Wipey? Did he want Shion to wipe him down? Right over that obviously aberrant tent he had. Oh my god. I hate it. I hate this so much. This is the worst.
でもその
Oh no.
ふき
I hate it. The wipey chant quickly spread throughout the room. Wholly cornered, Shion went pale. She looked over to a more experienced waitress for help, but was only met with a head shaking out of pity. What? That's ridiculous.
足を引っ掛けられたんですね。
Oh,
ああや
that's
って
messed
わ
up,
ざと
man.
衣服を汚させて絡んでくるお客が最近多いんですよ。
Horrible human beings.
足を引っ掛けてだって？
Yo, Keiichi, go over there and kick some ass, bro.
じゃあ今のあれも事故じゃなくて恋？
メインの女の子は十分気をつけてますから絶対ああはならないんですけど、 園崎さんは短期バイトだから今日のお客様たちにも早々に見破られちゃったみたいで、朝からあんな感じで絡
They've
ま
been
れてる
having
ん
to
で
deal
す。
with this since the morning? That
店
sucks,
長と
dude.
か何やってんだよ。あんな不良な客は追い出せよ。
Yeah, exactly. We're in the service industry, so there's not much There's a difference between being in the service industry and people, like, actively being, horrifying people. Like, that doesn't count as a waitress's job, dude. You spill stuff on you, that's your job to clean up. She laughed as she said that in a resigned tone. Shion trembled uncontrollably with a dishcloth in her hands as she turned bright red. The man who had been doused in frosting splayed out on the bench, putting the cream-covered tent over his crotch on full display. Oh my god, what a horrible human. Still mentally unprepared, her trembling hand inched forward, goaded on by onlookers.
さあさあ、ふきふきするでござるよ。
Oh my god. From my male point of view, it might have been a ridiculous spectacle I could just smile wryly at, but from one's point of view, this was obviously pure humiliation. They just go like elbow drop him. When I was trapped by those thugs and had been paralyzed with fear, Shion fearlessly stood up to them and saved me. Yeah, Keiichi, go up there and kick some ass, bro. Still, as humiliating as it was, Shion was also partly to blame for this, and it wasn't as though her life was at stake, right? No, she's not partly to blame for it, bro. Stop. Even these guys, they're just going to jeer at her in a bit of a lewd situation. It's not like they're going to eat Shion alive or anything. It'd be alright if I just consoled her afterwards. Nah, go over there and punch this dude in the
私だ
face.
って怖かったですよ。でも他ならぬケイちゃんのピンチだし勇気出して頑張りましたってことです。
When I, a man, was being assailed by 3 thugs while paralyzed with fear, Shion saved me without a second thought. Yeah, Keiichi, stand up, bro. Do it. What about now? These sleazy, filthy degenerates were trying to pin the blame on Shion. This time, our roles were reversed. Hey, Keiichi Maibara. If you don't save her now, when will you be able to repay the debt you owe her? You scared, Keiichi Maibara? Yeah, they're a bunch of nerds, dude. You can handle it. At that time, Mion, didn't even show a hint of hesitation. Then what about now? I'm not hesitating. Then what? If you're not hesitating, then why aren't you helping her? That's right, asking the important questions to yourself. Get up there and fix this.
さあ、観念するでござる。
I hate it.
ほほほ。
I hate it so much. I hate this so much.
やかましいぞ、
That's
重量オ
right.
ーバー。
You'll get in there.
俺
Tell
の目
him.
が黒いうちに出て失せろ。
I grasped Shion's shoulders firmly and pulled her behind me.
ケイちゃん
そのスタッフが世のオズボンに粗相したので
Yonder
ござるよ。
waitress. Oh my god, I hate
お
this.
仕置きが必要なのはてめえの
That's
方
right.
だ。
That's right,
男
dude.
なら能書き
Show
吐
it.
くな。腕で物を言ってみろ。
Love it. This side Keiichi's the best. Thud smash. My body was lifted into air like nothing. I was thrown right back in my own seat. This guy's strong. Yeah, what? Excuse me? No matter how you look at it, athletic and this Lardo aren't even in the same area code.
オタクは意外にマイナーな武道を得得していることが多いでござるから甘く見ると大変でござるよ。
This is a false statement. 100% false statement. The man smirked, showing off his gum line. Ew.
ケイちゃん大丈夫？
Damn it, how lame must I look right now?
シオンは足を引っ掛けられたんだろう。向こうが悪いんだから突き上がらせることなんかないぞ。
そうだけどでも
Nope. No,
やっ
it
ぱり
wasn't
悪いの
your
は
fault at
私
all.
だし。
Not your fault at all.
もう一度だ。行くぞ。
Okay, she's ready to go. Snap, thud, crash.
これくらいでへこたれるケイチ様だと思うなよ。もう一度だ。
I love how determined he is, man. Whack, snap, thunk.
お
Oh god.
口ほどにもないでござるの。
まだまだ。
This dude sounds like a freaking sumo wrestler. Rise, my will to fight. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Not just running, I planted every one of my steps firmly as I closed the distance to the lard ball. Each time I ripped my foot off the floor, I could feel my burning spirit flare up from the point of impact. Oh. Everything slowed down like I was walking underwater. As I stepped forward in that vicious flow of time, I calmly measured the gap between us. With our difference in height, reach was my ultimate advantage. There was an ever so tiny distance between us where only my punch would be able to reach. I unleashed my iron fist of righteous anger, but it flew towards his face slowly, like I was punching underwater. Reacting to that, with a smirk on his face, Fatso easily slipped inside of my punch. How? I hadn't realized it until now, but in this mired time, I was able to observe his baffling counterattack with almost painful clarity. His arms slowly swung around in a large windmill motion, wrapped around my whiffed punch, and descended in an arc. That arm swung around like the arms of a clock, and came into contact with my head, twisting my upper body around. Dragging my head along, he followed through with another rotation. This time he rotated his entire body like a top, followed by another rotation. Combining defense and offense, it was a brilliant counter. That's right, 3 times. I was thrown after 3 rotations, I think. In this vicious region of time, I was unable to struggle, and I could only wait dumbstruck until the moment I was thrown. The moment I was, that sluggish temporal anomaly abruptly ended. Oof. Crash.
修行が足りないでござるよ。
Black training.
Young man.
Oh my god, it's so insulting. I was loath to admit it, but against somebody trained in martial arts, I couldn't win through force of will alone. You did good, though, dude. You did good. You tried. After my consciousness faded in a wave of dizziness, when I came to, I was lying down in my own seat.
怪我しなくてよかったですね。
The more experienced waitress from before wiped the sweat from my brow with a towel. While she was doing that, a red-faced and teary-eyed Shion trudged over. Aw. No.
大丈夫ですか？
That's so
私なんかのために。すみませんでした。
She doesn't have to
俺こそ
apologize, though.
役に立たなくてすまん。俺喧嘩って勝ったことないし。
Aw. At least he tried.
私のために助けに来てくれただけで嬉しかったです。本当ですよ。それだけでも今日はケイちゃんに来てもらえてよかったかなって。
Aw. As she said that, she stuck her tongue out teasingly. She wiped off the whipped cream with the washcloth she was holding in her hands.
園崎さん、R 入ってもいいですよ。あと 1,2 時間でしょ。いいんです。バイトとはいえお給料もらってる身ですから、時間内はちゃんと働きたいんです。だから本当お気遣いなく。
She couldn't even put up a brave front. Aw. I'd never even think for a second that Mion could be that weak. This was Shion, and she had been harassed by some unreasonable riffraff. That was reality.
ケイちゃんは気にしないでデザートいっぱい食べててくださいね。一通り食べ終わったらアンケートを書いてもらいますので。
Ooh, survey
じゃあ
time.
私ホールに戻りますね。
After some consoling words and a sympathetic smile to Shion, the other waitress started to head back to work. That's where I stopped her.
すみませんウェイトレスさん。電話借りたいんですけど。
電話ですか？
レジ横にございますよ。ご案内いたします。
Ah, who's he calling? I pulled a 10 yen coin from my wallet. This wasn't about saving face. My being a worthless coward was an unchangeable fact, but I could just cry myself to sleep about that later tonight. Now was not the time for tears. I had to fight.
確かチケット1枚で4人まで OK なんですよね。
Oh, who's he
あと
calling
3
in?
人呼んでもいいんですよね。
He's calling back up.
そうですけど、
Amazing.
一応名簿に書きますので、お名前を伺っても
Is he
よろしい
calling?
ですか？
Is he calling Rena, Rika, and Satsuko, or is he calling like his boys? I turned around and glared at the greasy hooligan who subjected Shion to that humiliation. There are 3 things that aren't working in your favor today, punk. The first is that I owe Shion. The second is that I'm a man who's not afraid to throw away his pride to win. And the third is that we're the most powerful club members in history. Yo, let's go.
名簿
Dude's
に
about
は
to get his ass
竜
kicked.
宮レナ、
Hell yeah.
それから
Let's
北条
go.
聡子、フルでリカで。
These nerds don't know what's gonna
かし
happen
こ
to
ま
them
りま
right
した。
now.
受けたまわります。
I'll have the best, most powerful club members join the fray. They can bring down 1,000 foes. You fat asses. Prepare to meet your maker. I love it. Oh, they deserve it though.
制服かわいい。レナも着たい。はう。しかもデザートまでおごってもらえるなんて僕は大感激なのです。
Man, they got there quick.
好きなだけ食ってくれ。俺の分なんか気にするな。
ケイチさん、茶番は結構でございますのよ。要件に入ってほしいですわ。
Satsuko is super sus. Ren and Rika-chan put down their forks when Satsuko broached the subject. After looking at them for a few moments, I pressed my forehead firmly into the table.
頼む。俺の不甲斐なさを笑ってもいい。力を貸してくれ。
The 3 of them seemed surprised by the sudden turn of events, but nevertheless listened to what I had to say without making fun of my unusual behavior.
どうしたのかな。何があったんだろう。太郎。
実はミオンの妹のシオンがこの店でバイト中なんだ。
ああ、話に聞いてたみーちゃんの妹さんだね。ひょっとしてあれかな。あれかな。似てるね、似てるね。似てるも何も髪を下ろしただけの本人じゃありませんの？
It's not that bad that Keiichi's not the only one. Fair. I didn't know what to say.
ケイイチがシオンだと言うからシオンなのですよ。
Aw, Rico over here being a
双
bro.
子だってあんなにうり二つになるもんなんですの？
Bro, what do you think twins are? Come on,
一
Satsuko.
卵性ソーセージって言ってね。
Excuse you? Monozygotic?
本当にそっくりの双子ってこともあるんだって。
I did not know that was a term. Learn something every day. Rena gave the most plausible explanation, so everybody else was convinced.
納得してもらえたかな。それで本題だ。
They are gonna want to kick so much ass. I recounted everything that had just happened. How Shion was targeted, how she was antagonized by the customers, and the humiliation that was forced upon her. Also, how incredibly pathetic I was. I included everything without trying to hide it. It's a manly thing to do.
それはひどいね。しーちゃんかわいそう。しかし、それを助けられないなんて、みっともないにも程がありますわよ。
それについては返す言葉がない。
Satsuko's just being like, get good.
さとこちゃん、負けを認めて助けを求めるのって、
This is
と
true.
っても難しいことなの。
Ren over here spitting facts.
ケイチ君は変なプライドなんかより、しーちゃんを助けることを選んだんだよ。情けないですこと。
Ren's follow-up stung a bit, but I can only be thankful that she understood. Satsuko was calling me all sorts of names, but there were no malign intentions behind her words.
で、僕たちは何をするですか？
Kill them all. Easy. Her voice was monotone, but there was a hint of resolve in her words. I replied to Rika-chan's suggestive silence in kind with my own quiet resolve.
まあ、そんなところだと思ってましたわ。ケイイチさん一人には
Oh, yeah.
少々荷が重
Just
す
set
ぎ
up
ます
traps
もの。
everywhere. I can't wait.
じゃあ助けてくれるのか？
当然だよ、ケイイチ君。私たちは誰がいじめられても助けに
That's
行く
right,
よ。
let's go. Bullies suck. Bullies are the worst. I remembered when I was cornered by those thugs. What Shion had said about the strong feeling of solidarity in Hinamizawa really began to hit home. However, Keiichi my bar. Now is not the time to get choked up with tears of gratitude. Now is the time to fight.
すまん、恩に切る。
Heck yeah. Let's go beat up some
一人
nerds.
で頑張ったけど、
Ooh, that stings, bro. Rika-chan gently pat my head for me, but there was no mindless pity in the palm of that hand. It was overflowing with a strong, dependable feeling of leave the rest to us. Oh, I love that.
もろもろの都合によりミオンは参戦できないので臨時に俺が指揮を執る
Temporarily be taking command.
作戦内容
I
は
love it.
シオンの護衛と敵勢力の殲滅
敵って誰かな
Everyone.
いっぱいいるのかな
現時刻以降シオンにちょっかいを出そうとする全個人交戦規定はなし報酬は今食ったデザート
Compensation will be the dessert. I love it. Everybody had already entered club mode, their eyes peering at the riffraff clamoring around inside the restaurant like predators stalking their prey from the darkness. So extreme. I love it. Rika-chan held up her hand.
なんだいリカちゃん
手加減は必要ですか
Love it. That's the best question to ask, clearly. Oh, God.
不要に決まってますわ
That's right, you don't have to
ミ
at
オ
all.
さんの妹に狼藉を働く輩に手加減なんか不要ですの
Facts. Killed him.
いいんですねケイチ
Rika-chan was serious. She was really ready to pretty much murder someone. Yo, let's go. I'm counting on you, Rika-chan.
全責任は俺前原圭一が取る蹴散らしてやれ
God.
よしレナも頑張るぞ
すまんよろしく頼む
Somebody's gonna die.
さそんなに力まなくても大丈夫ですのよまあご覧遊ばせケイチさんがそのパフェを食べ終わる頃にはお掃除は終わってましたよ
What a statement. Also, parfait. Sounds good right now. Not gonna lie.
ではみんな頑張りましょうですよファイト王です
Thus, the most powerful warband the world had ever known, trained by Mion, began to move. I was the oldest, the only boy, and behaved like a leader. But when you consider our club activities, I was by far the most junior member. Individually, everyone besides me had terrifying combat capabilities. If all of them combined their strength to protect Shion, I couldn't even imagine. I was probably about to witness something terrible and awe-inspiring. I can't wait.
7番テーブルにデラックスパフェを5つお願いします。
Shion carried the order to the tables. For Shion to carry all 5 parfaits without wobbling took so much effort that she didn't have the breathing room to pay attention to her feet. God. I can't wait till they get what's coming to him.
今度はミーのおズボンにぶっかけさせて一層念入りにふきふきしてもらうにより
I hate how they say wipey wipey. It was the same wipey wipey scheme that just occurred a short time earlier. This time, another one of them was trying it out for himself. The very depravity of these men was itself a full-out attack.
圭一よりレナへ5、6番テーブル付近で待ち伏せだレナ聞こえてるか
Do they have walkie-talkies too?
お
Oh
店
no.
のセンク
Run.
いいね
Oh,
お持ち帰り
he lost her. Shion, her bottom swaying while carrying the parfaits, was being chased by an equally swaying Rena. She was supposed to be escorting Shion, but Rena was instead transfixed by the back of her uniform. From a normal person's point of view, it was probably like having a fox guard a henhouse. When it comes to Rena, things are different.
怪異状態シンクロ率 120%
I love it. I
あの
absolutely
状
love it.
態のレナさんには地球上のどんな物理法則も通用しませんわ
Amazing. Laws of physics mean nothing. Shion's legs, unsteady and defenseless, were being targeted by those sleazebags.
今でござるよ世界の輝ける明星にして偉大なる総統閣下万歳
I hate them. A leg snaked out to trip Shion's defenseless feet. Egads, 3 of them at once. Break all their legs, break them all. Tap, tap, tap. That's right. It happened in an instant. The 3 fools writhed in pain as their legs bent at unnatural angles. Good. Rena teetered into view and gave them a warning.
おいたはダメなんだよ目だよ目
That's right.
レナがお持ち帰りするから目
You know what, hey, job's getting done.
この小娘神妙な技を
Rena's insanely powerful, I love it. The human scum clutched at their bruised ankles as they passed out. Weaklings.
さすがはレナさんいつ見ても恐ろしいキレですわね
ああ絶対的なガードだ半径2メートル以内で行われるシオンへのあらゆる攻撃をレナは完全なカウンターで粉砕する
As Shion was making her rounds to the restaurant, there were people here and they're collapsing with Oh, there are people here and there collapsing with welts on their legs or hands. Good.
はうレナよりケイチ君へ。もうしーちゃんにちょっかい出す人はいないよ。
She's at least hit them all.
お持ち帰り。
ケイイチよりレナへご苦労だった。引き続き護衛を続けてくれ。それからお持ち帰りは不可。繰り返す。お持ち帰りは不可。
I love it.
じゃあ見てるだけだよ。見てるだけ。はう
I guess just looking is fine. I wouldn't prevent her from guarding Shion, so I guess it's okay. Anyway, thanks to this, I knew who had tried to mess with Shion. Anybody who was clutching at their arm or leg while they were writhing in agony was basically branded by their bruises.
現時刻をもって敵勢力識別を完了。
Smirt.
次のフェーズへ移行する。ケイイチよりサトコへ。そっちはどうなってる？
さとこですわよ。どうなってるとはひどい言い方でございますわね。ケイチさん、私を誰だと思っておいでですの？
I can't wait to see the traps. Satoko was in the kitchen. How's she in the kitchen? You know, I'm not gonna ask questions. She had spread open a sketch of the restaurant on the counter, replete with ordered chits and their destinations, and was now sorting through the freshly made desserts. Ooh, she's setting traps in the
さっ
desserts?
きから何をしてるの？まあまあ、園崎さ、いいから彼女に任せておいて。それよりもこのオーダー全部一度に行くからお願いね。
Love it. The veteran waitress was briskly directing her juniors as the trays went out one after another. All the desserts said passed through Satoko's hands were delivered at once. I can't wait to see what happens.
かわいいデザートがいっぱい来たよ。はう
分かってるだろうが手をつけるなよ。
I would hope
自
not.
分の身が大事なら。
Damn.
わかってるけど。
I cannot wait to see what happens to these things. Certainly, they were all incredibly cute-looking desserts. They were all works of art that you could enjoy before even taking your first bite. However, since Satsuko had meddled with them, they were nothing more than an unpredictable danger. Blissfully ignorant of the fact there were the men now stuffing their faces. Almost right away, they realized that something was wrong.
サトコ、何を混ぜた？塩やタバスコってわけじゃないだろう。
あら、ケイチさんが言ったんですのよ。手加減無用って。
God.
私、こう見えても叩くときは徹底的に叩く性分でございますの。
What'd you put in there? As she said that, she twirled a dubious file in her fingers before putting it away smartly into her pouch.
さとこより理解。お客様が行きますわよ。エスコートお願いしますわ。
Did she put like
僕にお任せなのです。
whatever that thing is that makes you poop? Come to think of it, I didn't see Rick-chan anywhere. Where could she be lurking? Clatter, clatter. Several men stood up suddenly from their seats, surveying the restaurant for something. That restless fidgeting, and that look of relief when they found the single placard hanging from the ceiling. Written on that placard was the word, restroom. They began a mad rush in that direction. It wasn't just one or two people. All the people that were branded as the enemy were standing up from their seats while clutching at their stomachs.
さすがにくっつきすぎたでござるよ。
They're all gonna poop their pants.
お手洗いはど
僕もニャリよ。
Me too. God, get
オ
out of
ープ
here.
ンでなくクローズドの方でござる。
I hate him.
ようリプレイ外しニャリ。
Yes, you do. You all need to
トイレ
leave.
はどこにゃ
The toilet's outside.
つけたにゃ緊急発進スクラン
Oh
ブ
my
ルにゃ
God. I felt dirty just thinking about what Sakuto probably did to their desserts. The problem was how to follow this up. I was intrigued, so I followed the Russian men to the washroom. The narrow hallway connecting to the restroom was crammed with about 10 men.
これはなんとしたことでござるか。
Did Rika, like, shut down the bathroom or something? That'd be great. As I peered over to see what was happening, whoa. It seemed that toilet was clogged and backflowing, unleashing a loud gurgling sound and a terrible stench. There was no way to use it in this state. Damn that Satsuko, what a frightening display of power. No, this wasn't Satsuko's doing. It was divine punishment. Yeah, they were just unlucky. I'll just apologetically ask one of the employees here to clean it up.
これでは尿が出せぬでござる。
Yep, guess you gotta leave.
どうしたものにゃりんか毎同士
It was a brilliant combination of traps, but it would be better if there were one more push to the kicker. Seeing as it was Satsuko, she wouldn't have overlooked that.
こうなっては最後の手段にゃ。
What's the last resort? Faced with a moral dilemma, that man only had one other option. Oh no.
さすがに女子トイレはまずいでござらんか。今日のお客さんに女子はいないニャリン。
It doesn't matter, people there are female working there, bro.
コロン
What
ブ
a
スの
dick.
卵でニャリン。
はあはあ背に腹
I
は
hope
変えられ
Rika's just like blocking the
ぬ
door. But what a brazen bunch they are. The men, sweat now pouring from their brows, made a mad rush to the girl's room without any hesitation. Of course. Defense. There was a girl there. It was Rika-chan. The men stood there frozen in various complicated poses indicating their surprise. Rika-chan also seemed dumbfounded by a sudden turn of events, but the look on her face was strangely perfect. This was all part of the plan as well. You sly dog, Rika-chan. I should never underestimate you. Mademoiselle! Got it.
Me.
男子便所がちょっとデンジャラスにゃので、ちょっとおトイレをお借りしたかった
Stop
だけ
saying
な
meow.
のに
Stop,
ゃ。
for the love of God. Stop the nyaz. I hate it.
Me.
All she's doing is just me. You guys gotta leave. Just by having girls stand there in the restroom, I never knew it could put up such an overwhelming barrier. There is no way anybody could be brave enough to lift Rika-chan out of the way to try and do their business. This was the most they could do after all. For a man in full club mode, for example, someone like me, they had plowed through Rika-chan without a second thought. Now what are you going to do, you fat asses? The price for tormenting Shion still hasn't been paid.
お困りなら僕が助けてあげてもいいのです。
Oh?
してその方法は
God, I can't wait.
お外のトイレを使えばいい
That's,
の
there
で
you
す。
go.
ご
Heck
案
yeah.
内しますですよ。
それは助かるにゃりん。
Pick them all out.
さあこのままじゃ集団って不根腕状態にゃりん。
Group add him up puree. Oh my god, it's disgusting. Rika-chan with a pleasant smile on her face guided them with a casual stride in her step. And this race against time or slow pace was sadistic torture. Amazing.
そのトイレは
Food shop.
ここから遠いでござるか
すぐに着きますです。
Obeying Rika-chan's directions, they were about to leave the restaurant.
ケイチ君、締めだよ。ビシッと言ってね。
Oh.
おうよ任せておけ
Is he just gonna go like lock the door? Amazing. Oh no. Spread my arms out and blocked them as they tried to leave the restaurant.
何のまねでござるかこのデフコン1の非常
DEFCON 1.
悪人どもこの扉から一歩外へ出ることがどういう
それはどういう意味にゃ
Oh, so if they leave, they're not allowed back in. Got it.
ほら、チケットに書
Once
い
you
てある
leave,
よ。
can't come back in.
途中退店無効って。
Uh-huh. Crafty bastards. I love it.
どこのおトイレに行くのも自由でございますがね。その扉を一歩でも外へ出たなら二度と戻れませんのよ。
What a combination. Boom.
覚えてろ
Well, of course I'll remember it. It was their victory.
そんな怖いこと言う人たちを案内したくないのです。
Everybody panicked as Rika-chan began to turn back. They could only figuratively and literally fall in line. All the waitresses also lined up to see them off.
本日はご来店
愛しゃるリタ
No, you won't. Get out of here, nerds. The bell rang playfully as the door shut behind them.
すまないですわね。爆笑の極みでしたよ。
Amazing.
やったね。
They really are horrifying when they put their mind to something. Reno and Satsuko clapped their Rena and Satsuko clapped their hands together.
俺一人じゃ歯が立たねえ連中もメンバー総登場ならまさに一網打尽だな
Heck yeah.
この程度の相手なら私たちなら一人でもお相手できましたよ。ケイチさんも少しは腕を磨き遊ばせ。
I was loath to admit it, but Satsuko was right. Damn it. One day I'll be strong enough to be worthy to stand alongside them. Hell yeah.
みーちゃん
Getting
と
stronger
妹さんを
friends.
守れて本当に良かったね。もうこれでいたずらする悪い人たちは一人もいなくなったよ。
素敵な友人に恵まれたわね園崎さん
The veteran waitress was also smiling. After the herd was sent packing, it had calmed down completely inside the restaurant. Shion was flustered as she glanced between us and the now empty seats. Aw.
私のため
Aw.
に
She's probably so happy.
その
Shion's expression was somewhere between happy and guilt-ridden. Her face had turned slightly red as she ran into the kitchen. Aw.
わあ、しーちゃんも可愛い。
She's super embarrassed.
双子なんだね。はう。
Given Shion's personality, there's no way she'd thank us directly. We might have been a bit excessive in our means, but I'm really glad we were able to save her.
分かってると思いますけど園崎さんとても感謝してますよ
I like this veteran
私
waitress.
もホールを代表して感謝いたします
Aw. Clap, 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 clap. The applause quickly spread throughout the entire restaurant. Not only there are waitresses, but also the customers were generally there to enjoy the desserts. Everyone was lauding our efforts. Yeah, you won't want to sit next to people like that and eat. Get out of here. Trash humans. When we had mostly finished eating and were filling out the survey, Rika-chan made a return. Where did she send them?
守備は上々か？ずいぶん遅かったな。
ごめんなさいなのです。帰りに迷子になってしまって大変だったのです。リカちゃんは変な道を通ることが多いからね。よく迷子になるんだよ。
How did she get lost just guiding people to a nearby toilet? Hey man, it happens.
得て増えてがありましたよ。リカにはそんなの負けないような長所がたくさんありますわ。
Yeah, you just get lost. Get lost walking on the road of life.
さっきの女子トイレのあの表情、役者だったな。
Thespian, love it.
あの時のケイイチはひどいのです。自分が彼らの立場だったら僕を弾き飛ばして女子トイレに飛び込むとか考えていたのです。
また俺、考えが顔に出てたのか。
ケイイチ君。
Oh my god. You can't get a break, man. Aw, my dude can't catch a break here. I could laugh about it then, but a few days later, a newspaper headline read, 10 unidentified men were taken in custody in Hideyama. The men claimed they had traveled from Shishibone City by foot to find a toilet, but the spot they were taken in custody was redacted kilometers away from Shishibone. When I read that article, I realized how terrifying Rika-chan really was. Where the hell did she send them? Oh my god.
さてと、ごちそうさまなのでした。今日は呼んでもらえて嬉しかったのです。あら、もう帰りますの？もうちょっとゆっくりしても。タンスのお片付けの途中だったのですよ。あのままではお布団が敷けないのです。
Ah, got finished cleaning. I get it.
それもそうですわね。
Oops, looks like I called her at a bad time.
レナが電話した時はお部屋の片付け中だったんだよ。でも駆けつけてくれたんだよね。まあ、非常時だから仕方ありませんわ。それに甘いものをいっぱいいっぱい食べさせてもらいましたですから。
今日はありがとな。急に呼び出しちゃって。
シオンによろしくとお伝えなのです。
Aw.
では失礼しますわ。レナさんはどうぞごゆっくり。そうするね。じゃあね。
Rika and Satsuko, in a good mood, horsed around with each other as they left. Aw, well, at least they're having fun. While Rena and I were having a discussion about the dessert we just ate, Shion ran with some coffee. Ooh.
あら、ちっちゃい二人は帰っちゃいましたか？
The two little ones. Hearing them called the little ones was so strange, I inadvertently burst out laughing.
なんか片付けの途中だったとかで帰っちゃったよ。
Shion had brought enough coffee for 4 people.
先輩に話を聞きました。なんだか私のためにいろいろご迷惑をかけてしまったみたいで。
全然迷惑じゃないよ。他ならぬしーちゃんのピンチだしね。あ、いいよねしーちゃんで。みーちゃんとお揃いでかいいかなって。
Aw.
まあ、どうぞご自由に。
Shion seemed a bit hesitant when Rena started talking to her. Rena's pretty sharp about some things, so Shion was probably worried that Rena would find out she was Mion after talking like this. Shion said she'd have work soon and hurried off back to the kitchen, leaving behind coffee for just the two of us. Coffee, coffee, coffee.
レナにそっけなかった。慣れ慣れしい子だと思われちゃったかな。
照れてるだけだよ。
でも本当にそっくりだね。双子ってよりももう一人のみーちゃんみたいな感じ。
外見は似てるけど雰囲気っていうか中身は全然違うだろ。そういう双子も面白いと思うけどな。
ケイチ君はそう思う？中身もそっくりだと思うよ。
It somehow became silent. Ren was just staring at the pattern the milk made on the surface of her coffee without saying a word. For somebody like me who could never stop talking, it was a rather uncomfortable moment. Rena's off-put mannerisms seemed to imply I'd said something I shouldn't have. That unpleasantness carried on for a little while.
レナさ、今日言ってたろ。ミオンが傷つけられたなんて話。
そんな話したかな。
Playing coy.
だからとぼけるなよ。確かに言ったよ。今日の学校からの帰り道で。
Rena answered by laughing while continuing to play dumb, questioning if she said that. As thick-headed as I was, I had a faint realization. Rena wanted to say that I was the one who hurt Mion. But when? Me?
もし仮にそういうことがあったとしても、それは俺には悪意はなかったんだよ。
I continued the conversation, but left out the assumption that I had hurt Mion.
うん、きっとそうだと思う。ケイチ君に悪気はなかったと思うな。
Rena replied, also leaving out the assumption that I had hurt Mion. Bet that confirmed it. I don't know how it happened, but it seemed I had hurt Mion. And Rena was upset with me due to the fact that I hadn't realized it.
誤解しないでほしいんだけど、別にレナは怒ってるわけじゃないよ。
Seeing right through what I was thinking, Rena said that she smiled even more gently than usual. Aw.
ただなんていうのかな、難しいなって。
俺に落ち度があるなら、はっきりそうだと言ってくれないか。俺は自分でも呆れるほど鈍感なんだ。謝るべきことがあるなら、少しでも早くそれに気づいて謝罪したいと思ってる。
別にケイチ君に落ち度なんかなかったと思うよ。考えようによってはずるいのはみーちゃんの方なのかもしれないし、ずるいのが女の子だって居直るのもまたずるい気がするし。
What Rena said was draped in mystery. Unfortunately, I had no idea what she meant. The only thing I got of it was I had said or done something to inadvertently hurt Mion.
頼むよ、レナ。ミオンは俺の最高の仲間の一人だ。遺恨を残してなんか付き合いたくない。だから教えてくれよ。俺は何を傷つけてしまったんだ。
ダメだよ。こういうのは自分で気づかなきゃ。
That is kind of true, though. Rena was smiling like she always did, but spoke bluntly. The fact that she had the strength of will surprised me for a moment.
それに気づけないからこうして頼んでるんだろ。
My tone had unintentionally become harsh. Ren was also surprised for a moment, but quickly returned to her flat demeanor.
じゃあヒントだけならいいかな。特別なんだよ。
すまん。頼む。ちゃんと考えるから。
Rena looked around the restaurant, searching for Shion. Shion was working enthusiastically, but without confidence as well. As usual, my bad.
しーちゃん、髪の毛を上げて結んだらみーちゃんと見分けつかなくなるんだろうね。
うん、そうだな。
じゃあさ、みーちゃんが髪をほどいたらやっぱりしーちゃんと見分けがつかなくなるのかな。
多分な。でもそれとこれと何の関係があるんだよ。
もしもだよ、双子の妹なんて話は嘘で、あれは妹のふりをしてるみーちゃんだったらどう思う？
Ren was sharper than daily behavior belied. I was hesitant in verbally affirming that, but it was the right answer.
質問に質問で返すようで悪いけどさ、レナの言う通り、ミオンがシオンのふりをしていたとして、それは何のためだよ。
After maintaining silence for a while, Ren glanced at the clock.
そこを考えてほしいな。ヒントにしては多すぎかも。
It was a pretty straightforward hint. After thanking me for the dessert, Rena stood up from her seat.
ごめんね。頼まれてるお買い物があるからそろそろ帰るね。しーちゃんには挨拶もせずに先に帰っちゃってごめんって伝えておいてもらえるかな。
ああ、伝えておく。
ごめんね。
え？
レナって怒りんぼなの。怒ってごめんね。ケイチ君だけが悪いわけでもないのに。
Ren was harsh in her apology, but I was the one who really should have apologized.
みーちゃんだってもうそんなに気にしてないことだと思うの。だからなかったことにして忘れちゃってもいいと思うんだけど。
That's really not something you could forget.
同じ女の子としてはケイチ君に自分で気づいて自分で謝りに来てほしいなって夢を見ちゃうの。はっ。
Aw. Switching to Keiichi mode only at the end, she disappeared in the direction of the register. While I was staring into space, somebody suddenly tapped me on the shoulder.
お待たせしました。やっと終わりました。
It was Shion who changed into her street clothes. She flashed a smile while greeting me.
今日は本当にありがとな。どれもすごい美味しかった。み
Indeed,
んなも
they are
喜んでたよ。
sure.
いえいえ、そんな。でも喜んでもらえて嬉しかったです。あれ、さっきの女の人も帰っちゃったんですか？
買い物があるって言って帰ったよ。先に帰って申し訳ないって伝えておいてくれって。
そうですか。じゃあ私たちも表に行きません？たとえオフでもバイト先は緊張しちゃいますから。
We ended up strolling around without any destination in particular. I had been sitting the entire time, so I was in need of a breath of fresh air. When we left, the sky had already become draped in a veil of darkness. What a way to just say the sun went down. Extreme.
はあ、なんだか暗くなってきちゃいましたね。もっと早めに終わらせてもらえる約束だったのに。
Shion seemed upset that there wasn't much time left.
でもいいかな。ちょっとでもこうしてのんびりお話できる時間が取れたから。
It is always relaxing walking around like that time of night. It's nice. Saying that, Shion set out for the tree-lined boulevard behind the station. The front of the station was slowly becoming crowded with businessmen heading home.
さて、自己紹介からしようかな。初対面はいきなりお姉と間違えられるという衝撃的な出会いだけで、互いに挨拶もしてないですからね。
I can only smile and laugh wryly. Wryly?
私、園崎シオンと申します。お姉と似てるのは外見だけなんですよ。お姉は大雑把で暑苦しい人なんだけど、私は几帳面だけど涼しい人なんです。
Methodical? Fancy. I remembered what Rena and I had been talking about earlier. I said that they looked the same, but their personalities were different, while Rena said they were both the same. I don't know what tipped her off, but Rena figured out that Shion was Mion. Also, related to that, she said that I had hurt Mion. Rena gave only one hint. That was, why is Mion pretending to be Shion?
シオンは俺のことミオンからなんて聞いてるんだ？
お姉はケイちゃんのことお気に入りみたいですから。
That's straightforward.
饒舌にいろいろと喋ってくれますよ。部活の話とか、やられたとかやり返したとか、そんな男の子みたいな話ばかりです。本当に仲がいいんですね。
Boyish kind of stories, huh? Come to think of it, I think there was something Shion told me before. Kei-chan, you don't think of my sister as a girl, do you? Was that what happened that hurt Mion? Yeah, dude, use your brain. Mion herself said that she wished she'd been born a boy, and that being a girl didn't suit her. She said a lot of things to that effect, didn't she?
ケイちゃん、さっきからなんだか楽しくなさそうですけど。
いや、そんなことないよ。
That's rude.
隠し事が下手なくせに嘘つこうとするんですよね。だから憎めないんですけど。
Saying that, she lightly chopped my forehead. Even though Shion was enjoying herself, I was still trying to figure out how I had hurt Mion. I was having a hard time figuring out the riddle that Ren had left me with.
ほら、あれ、綺麗だと思いません？男の子でも綺麗に感じます？
へえ、綺麗だな。
Shion was having fun window shopping, dragging me by all sorts of stores I would normally never enter. It wasn't like she was begging me to buy her anything, and I wasn't getting bored either. It was just something to talk about as we walked around. In an easygoing way, we browsed through numerous stores. We discussed all sorts of topics I knew nothing about but didn't lose interest. I had the feeling she was good at conversation.
ケイちゃんってこういうの初めてですか？
ああ、初めてだよ。こんな小物のお店なんかこうして連れてきてもらわなかったら一生入らなかったな。
そういうのじゃなくて、その
Oh,
こういう感じの。
shimmy walking with a girl? Blah. I looked back when Shion suddenly linked her arm with mine. Oh.
そんなに驚かなくてもいいじゃないですか。女の子と腕を組むくらいそんなに恥ずかしいことなんですか？
Shion's expression was a little bit miffed, but suggestive at the same time.
別に恥ずかしくなんかねえよ。
Totes embarrassed,
腕が
bro.
欲しけりゃ1本でも2本でもく
You
れてや
want
る
some
よ。
arms I could spare? What are you saying? God.
ケイちゃんって本当に退屈しない人ですね。お姉のお気に入りってのもよくわかります。
いらねえなら引っ込めるぞ腕。
そんな喜んで拝借いたしますわ。
Laughing in good spirits, Shion locked her arm with mine. My heart skipped a beat. Aw.
反応を楽しみたいんで意地悪に質問しますけど、ケイちゃん女の子と腕組んだことあります？林間学校のキャンプファイヤーでってのはなしでです。
That little devil. She was asking that question knowing full well what the answer would be.
林間学校を封じられると辛いな。
Poor dude.
そうだと思いました。
そのいたずらっぽい笑い方。
That impish laugh.
本当にミオンと同じだな。お前、本当にシオンなんだろうな。ミオンがシオンだって嘘をついてるんじゃないのか？
お姉がシオンのふりをしてるかもしれないって思ってます？
さっきまでは双子だと思ってたが、悪ふざけの仕方がミオンとそっくりすぎるからな。
口ではそんなこと言ってますけど、ケイちゃんはちゃんと私とお姉を区別してますよ。
区別ってなんだよ。
お姉がこうやって腕を取ってきたら、ケイちゃんドキドキしますか？
する。関節技でもかけられるんじゃないかと思って。
Go for an arm lock. Shion laughed so hard she had to hold on to her sides.
おいおい、そんなにおかしいことかよ。肩腹押さえて涙溜めるくらいに。
いえいえ、お姉ってしょうがないなって思ったんです。年頃の男の子と腕を組んで心臓を高鳴らすこともできないなんて。
Oh, what a way to word
本
that.
当に女の子失格ですよね。
Sick burn. I remember once again that I heard someone say that before.
お姉は男の子に生まれた方が良かったんじゃないかなって思う。そしたら私も惚れてるかもな。
Alright, that's a bit weird thing to say, so we're just gonna skip right over that part.
なんちゃって。
Okay. Thankful for that.
ミオンも男の子に生まれたかったなんて言ってたな。
お姉は女の子がしたいのか男の子がしたいのか、まあ不吉祥な生き方のツケですからね。放っておいてあげてください。
さっきから実の姉に随分な言い方だな。
私ミオンのどことなく甘えたところ好きじゃないんです。
Soft. The way that Shion talked somehow sounded cold.
シオンってミオンとあんまり仲良くないのか？
まあそこそこは仲良くやってます。でも姉妹として許せないなってところはいろいろありますよ。あれ見てください。可愛いと思いません？
I turned around to look at where Shion was pointing. What was there was the familiar display window of a toy shop. The same shop that was the stage for the incident that occurred during last Sunday's club activities. What Shion was pointing at was the display with a plethora of adorable dolls that looked like the sort girls would like.
女の子ってどうしてこういうのが好きなのかな？
Cause they're cute.
だって可愛いじゃないですか。
Nailed it. I know these things.
ケイちゃんは可愛いって思いませんか？
俺は男だから特にそういうのは感じないよ。
まあまあ、ケイちゃんはこの中で一番可愛いのはどれだと思います？
Shion, pulling on my arm, motioned to the row of dolls. They were lined up like they were close sisters taking a commemorative photo. A few of them seemed strangely familiar.
こっち側に並んでる4つは見覚えがあるな。
やっぱり有名なんですね。ケイちゃんでも知ってるくらいだから。
Shion sounded impressed.
最近イ
Most
ギリスから入ってき
impressed.
たばかりの新作なんですよ。
Ooh,
この辺では
fancy.
まだ売ってますけど、都市部の方じゃ品切れ状態で安さがポイントのはずなのに変に高騰しちゃってるそうですよ。
女の子っていい年になってもこういうのが好きなんだな。
人にもよるでしょうけど、人形とかぬいぐるみとかを嫌いな女の子ってそんなにいないと思いますよ。あの男女のお姉ですら可愛いって言ってましたから。
へえ、ミオンも可愛いって言うのか。そりゃすごいことだな。
That's right, I just remembered. The store owner gave this one to us after Sunday's event. Except for Mion, who was a relative, everybody had gotten something.
やっぱりあれが一番ですよね。
And Keiichi gave it to Rena instead of
ドレス
Mion.
のふわふわな感じが本当に。
それだ、この店のマスターに俺がもらったやつだ。
らしいですね。
Shion replied softly but clearly.
吉郎おじさんが日曜日のイベントを盛り上げてくれたお礼にってお姉が連れてきた友達4人に配ったんだそうです。ドレスの人形はケイちゃんがもらったんですね。どうでしたか？とっても可愛かったでしょ？
As a man, there's no way I think it was cute. Nah, you can
じ
think
ゃあ
it's
そ
so
の
cute.
人形どうしちゃったんですか？
持っててもしょうがないからあげちゃったよ。
To who? As Shion laughed, I could hear an audible click run through my head, like the piece of a jigsaw puzzle snapping into place. He figured it out.
今日はみんな本当にありがとう。おかげでイベントは大盛り上がりだったよ。大したものじゃないけど、これ今日のおだちんに。
あ、吉郎おじさん、私にはないの？おだちん。
可愛いのが出てきましたわよ。
When Sato and Rikchan opened up the bag, there were cute little stuffed animals inside.
わあ、これ可愛い。お持ち帰りしていいの？本当に？
ってことは俺のもかな。なんだかやたら可愛いのが出てきたぞ。
It was a stuffed toy wearing a beautiful dress, one you'd use to play house. Rena's eyes were glued to my stuffed doll. Satoko was the same, and Rikchan too. I see. It wasn't just Ren and Satoko and Rika-chan. There was one other person who seemed jealous. He figured it out.
ケイちゃんには一番似合わないのが出てきちゃったね。
Not wanting for her expression to give it away, she had said that to hide her embarrassment.
なんつうのか、プリティっていうか、キュートっていうか、可愛いのは認めるんだが、着せ替え人形はちょっとな。
ケイちゃんが持ってたら確実に明日からあれな趣味の人扱いだね。
Mion's unusual teasing way of talking, or usual teasing way of talking. I looked around to see who I should give the doll to. Mion was right in front of me. Mion was the only one who hadn't received a present, so I thought about giving it to her. But I didn't. Drop the ball, bro. Turning away from Mion's covetous gaze, I gave the doll to Rena. Mion's smile bore into my back. There was no way I couldn't have noticed. Why did I not give it to Mion? Since Mion was the only one who didn't get anything, wouldn't it have just been standard practice to give it to her? At that time, I had noticed that something was wrong. That's why I said it.
保身のためだよ。レナにあげないと夜道が怖い。
違いない違いない。
ミオンにあげようかと思ったけど、ちょっと違うよな。
Oh, that probably stung even more. Something dark flickered briefly in Mion's eyes, but at the time I didn't notice it. I thought to give it to Mion. Why didn't I?
へへへへ、わかってるじゃない。私さ、どうして男に生まれなかったのかなって思う時あるよ。
Mion herself had said that with a laugh, so I didn't realize that I had hurt her.
そうだな。ミオンってかっこいい系の方が似合うやつだもんな。だからこの店の手伝いはシオンちゃんが来て正解だったと思うぜ。
Huh? Shion asked, probably thinking she misheard me.
その制服、ミオンなんかには絶対に似合わないと思うけど、シオンちゃんにはよく似合ってると思うしさ。
それって
Shion, like Ren often does, spaced out and turned bright red. Mion seemed really happy. She seemed happy that I complimented Shion. Saying that didn't suit Mion, but that suited Shion. Saying that suited her seemed to make her happy. That's not confusing at all.
ミオンの双子の妹なんだよ。性格は違うけど、外見は瓜二つなんだ。
そうそう。外見は似てるけど中身は大違いなんだよ。私は優しくて思慮深いけど、シオンは冷めてておっかない性格なんだよね。
多分生まれた時にミオンの女の子らしい部分は全部シオンに行っちゃったんだと思う。ミオンと違って実にはにかんだ笑顔の似合う可愛い女の子なんだ。
Mion made a strange face that was both angry and happy at the same time. It seemed she was happy that I said Shion was cute. Just a weird... It's all just a weird thing. Sneaking a look inside the box to say that she just put some of the leftovers inside would have been a lie. There's an elegant meal stuffed inside.
本当にいいのか？これタバスコとかがいっぱい入ってるとかそういう冗談じゃないのかよ。
もうお姉じゃないんですから。私そんなことしませんよ。別に嫌なら無理しなくても帰って自分で食べちゃいますから。
I'm not my sister. That was how she said it. Shion was insistent that she wasn't Mion. She was saying that she was Shion and that I shouldn't think of her as Mion. When Mion was Shion, it carried a special meaning.
みーちゃんって不思議でしょ？女の子なんだけど男の子みたいっていうか。
That's what Ren has said.
でもね、そんなみーちゃんも本当はすっごく女の子らしいんだよ。
Yeah, it was kind of laid out in front of you there, bro.
お前、ミオンにいくらもらったんだよ。
違うの。もうちゃんとした話をしてるんだよ。
I love that like it's going in flashbacks kind of. I normally don't like flashbacks with stuff because it's like just happened. But this makes sense because he's like reliving the moments, and you as the reader, since it's a mystery thing, get to kind of see where the hints were for everything. It's kind of cool. Ren began to pout. Now probably wasn't the right time to joke around.
みーちゃんは部活の部長さんだからみんなのリーダーとして頑張ってるけど、本当はとっても可愛い女の子なんだよ。それ特にケイイチくんには忘れてほしくないの。
Ren over here dropping those hardcore hints. There never was a riddle to begin with. Ren was saying the answer right from the beginning.
それでもう私
Aw.
何が何だか。ケイちゃんに悪気がなかったのは分かってる。分かってるつもり。
ケイイチくんは人を傷つけるような人じゃないよ。だから みーちゃんが痛みを覚える必要なんか全然ないんだよ。
じゃあ何なんだろうね。悔しいのか、それとも悲しいのか。
Feelings are confusing,
全
my
然わ
dude.
かんなくて。
欲しかった、あのお人形。
Oh, she's
レナが
crying.
もらったのをあげても何にも解決にならないもんね。
そうだね。
じゃあみーちゃん、ケイチくんにおねだりしてごらんよ。正面からぶつかってみた方が結構解決できるかもしれないよ。
Listen, whenever something like this happens, that is the best way to go about it.
そんなのできるわけないじゃない。
今さら恥ずかし
This
くてで
music
き
too,
な
man.
い
This music's really good for this kind of conversation that's going on. It's sad.
もう一回やり直したい。そうしたら今度はもっと素直になりたい。ミオンとしてのケイちゃんとの関係はとても気に入ってるよ。わがままだと知ってるけど、もう一回。
きっと気づいてくれるよ、ケイチくん。
そうかな。
He's a bit of a
レナ
dumbass.
も応援するから、みーちゃんの悲しみが軽くなる方法を探してみようよ。私を信じて、みーちゃんを泣かせたりなんか絶対にさせないから。
Rena's such a good friend.
信じる。
きっとケイチくんはみーちゃんのことも分かってくれるよ。それでね、無神経なことを言ってごめんねって言って、あのお店にみーちゃんを連れて行って、あのお人形をプレゼントしてくれるの。
It didn't even occur to me before, but like having the voice acting is gonna make this even more sad and like emotional. I'm excited for it.
そうしたらみーちゃんもありがとうって言うんだよ。茶化しちゃダメだよ。素直に言うんだからね。
She's crying. That makes me sad.
欲しいなって言ったら、ケイちゃん買ってくれます？
Mion said it quietly, doing her best to quell her embarrassment. I would have reflexively begun to lightly tease her to hide my embarrassment, but like Mion, I quelled that impulse.
いいよ、ミオン。今日までのお礼ってことで、どれでも買ってやるよ。
Aw. My voice cracked with the unfamiliar words. In order to not lose to Mion trying her best, I tried my best as well.
だから私、ミオンじゃなくてシオン。
じゃあシオンに買ってやるよ。
He still thinks they're the same person. Ugh. Shion looked down. Red-faced, she pointed at the doll in the dress through the store window.
本当にいいんですか？あのドレスのだけはちょっぴり高いんですよ。
値段の問題じゃないだろう。気持ちの問題だよ。
Aw.
私、今日はケイちゃんに嫌なお客さんから助けてもらえて本当に嬉しかったです。先輩たちもみんな助けてくれなかったのに、ケイちゃんだけは助けてくれました。私の肩を
Oh, this
グイ
music's
って
really
引っ
nice.
張ってくれましたよね。
I wonder I wanted to see what the name of this song is. It's really good.
あの時すごくかっこよかったです。なのに私恥ずかしくってちゃんとしたお礼もできなくって。
I clamped my hand down on Shion's head and ruffled her hair roughly, like how I would help to like how I would to Ren and the others. When I did that, Shion, like Rena, would have spaced out and blushed slightly.
そんな難しいのは抜きでいいよ。あの時あげてればよかったんだ。そうすればみんな楽しく笑ってられたんだ。
Shion didn't respond. She had turned bright red, like she was trying to hold back both laughter and
今買ってく
tears.
れよ。そこで待ってろよ。
Aw.
私も一緒に行きます。
Saying that, she grabbed on my arm once again. She wasn't trying to be stoic anymore.
お姉がどうしてケイちゃんのことを好きなのか、私よく分かった気がします。ねえ、ケイちゃんのことちょっぴり好きになってもいいですか？
Keiichi over here with that riz. The unfamiliar situation made my head start to spin. Whoa, what am I doing? I'd reached my limit. Smiling wryly to hide my embarrassment, I dragged Shion into the store with me.
すみません。表のショーウィンドウにあるドレスの人形が欲しいんですけど。
After a moment, I heard a voice of acknowledgement, and an apron-clad employee soon appeared.
ケイちゃん？それに
He's finally realized that they're actual twins.
バイト中のお姉には関係ありません。私、ケイちゃんとデート中なんですから。なんだケイちゃん。
Even if you ask why, I'd like to know the answer myself. Mion looked at me with an expression of confusion and surprise. That was the same with me. If she was there, then who was next to me?
最初からそうだって言ってますよ。園崎シオンです。お姉の双子の妹ですよ。ケイちゃんだって私のことシオンって呼んでたじゃないですか。
Shion, saying that, pouted cutely.
どういうことなの？
She is so confused.
説明してよ、シオン。別にお姉がご就寝のケイちゃんってどんな人なのかなって思ってデザートフェスタのチケットを都合してあげたんです。そしたらケイちゃん、私が嫌なお客さんに絡まれているところにさっそうと現れてバッタバッタとなぎ倒して私を助けてくれて。
I'll put the Pippi in the background. Doggo. She's lost it, man. Both Mion and I raise our voices pathetically, expressing our confusion to the utmost.
ミオンが電話をくれたろ、昨日さ。
しないよ私。何のことか全然わかんない。
Okay, she's so confused, man.
ケイちゃんのためにお弁当を届けてあげたよね。あれは私だもんね。それともあれ、園崎ミオンともあろうお方が手作り弁当を作って男の子の家に海外しく届けに行ったと？
My poor guy is just super confused.
お姉って見かけによらず大
Oh,
胆。
okay. Oh my god, I can't. With a loud pop, a trail of smoke began to rise from Mion's head. Oh, so she's the one who did that. Okay.
知らない。
This is wonderful.
ほらね、ケイちゃん、お姉は知らないって。だから昨日までのは全部私、園崎シオンなの。私のふりをしたお姉かもしれないって思ってたかもしれないけど、これで疑いは晴れたでしょ？
I couldn't tell up from down at that moment. If there was a mirror around, I could have seen my eyes go wide from the shock.
さあ、店員さん、表のショーケースの人形、大好きになった人からの初めてのプレゼントだから、ちゃんとリボン付きで梱包してほしいです。
That's so mean to say. Mion, completely flustered, was being cornered by a sly-faced Shion. My brain had stopped working.
そんなケイちゃん、何がどうなって。
Trust me, my dude is super confused as well.
ケイちゃん、もう暗くなってきたからお家まで送ってあげるね。おね、悪いけど沖宮の家に電話して車を回すように言ってもらえる？自転車も積めるようにワゴンか何かで来てほしいって伝えてね。
In contrast to Shion, who had glee written all over her face, Mion was an empty shell and looked like she could burst into tears at any moment. That's so sad, dude.
ケイちゃん。
After that, Mion's grumblings were unrelenting. Aw. Well, they're definitely twins. Even though they can dress up as each other sometimes. It's confusing. Tips time. View new tips. View new tips. It hasn't been a while. I'll bet like when you highlight it, she has winks. If you can, yeah, you can see it. It's not blocking my camera. Alright, tip time. Let's go.
だから初めましてじゃないですって。昨日まで毎日お会いしてたじゃないですか。
もういい。お前がそうだって言うならそういうことでいい。
Someone from Shion's house came to get me in the station wagon. I had initially refused, but Shion insisted, and so both my bicycle and I ended up stuffed in the car. Car time. Said car was currently driving across a single bumpy road leading to Hinamizawa. For goodness sake, Shion was at Mion's level at least, or maybe an even better actor. Either way, no matter what questions I pressed her with, she'd slip out of them like an eel.
しかし、そっくりだな。ミオンみたいに髪を後ろで結んだら、やっぱりミオンそっくりになるのか？
さあ、試せばそうなるんじゃないですか？私たち筋金入りの一卵性ですから。昔は服を取り替えっこしただけで誰も見破れなかったものです。お姉と一緒にことあるごとに入れ替わっていろいろと騙したりしましたっけ？
Super sus. The middle-aged driver wearing a black suit heaved a heavy sigh, like he were a butler.
なあにかさい。その深いため息は。
Kasai over here, total badass. Just saying.
失礼しました。
Look, just listen to this dude's voice.
変わられないなと思っただけですよ。
That is, you know he can kick some ass. I love it. You could see many years of hardship on the man's face through the rearview mirror.
それよりケイちゃんの家ってこっちでいいんですか？葛西は園崎本家の道以外は南沢をよく知らないから任せておくと矢後内あたりまで走ってっちゃいますよ。
そりゃ困る。すみません。次の右に入る細い道のところで止めてください。そこまでで結構です。
He stopped the car at the desired place. The driver, Kasai-san, got my bike out of the trunk for me.
どうもすみません。今日は送ってもらってありがとうございます。
Keiichi's had an eventful day.
ケイイチさんでしたが、お名前。
Look at that. That man will mess you up, dude. Those glasses.
あ、はい。
いろいろと災難はあると思いますが、そのうち飽きると思いますので、どうかそれまでご辛抱ください。
He gave me a deep, deep look of sympathy. This guy had definitely been dealing with the Sonozaki sisters ever since they were little kids.
ですが、ミオンさんと同じで、根は優しい方なんですよ。
Kasai's a good person.
それはつまり、ミオン並みに迷惑をかけるやつだということですか。
The man's face froze in a smile, his reply lost. Hey, back me up here. Nah, he's on his own.
じゃあねケイちゃん、また会いましょうね。お姉にもよろしくお伝えください。私も明日から南沢の学校に通おうかな。
絶対に来るな。シオンが転校してきたら俺が沖宮の学校に転校する。
I think Keiichi's actually like mad.
それはすごくひどいことですよケイちゃん。
A short beep of the horn. The man gave a little wave to me from the driver's seat. Then the car withdrew into the dark night roads, leaving dust in its wake. Man, this entire day made no sense. I ran the Mion while I was with Shion, and the former's expression, like a pigeon shot with a pellet gun, had finally begun to make a strong impression on me. Poor dude. Alright, so we'll end that one there. Do a little save. And chapter 5. Chapter 5 was a long one, man. Almost an hour and a half, but I feel like there was a lot that happened. You know, we beat up some otakus at the Angel Mart, which was worth it. And then Keiichi finally realized they're actual twins. And he's been messing up a lot. Because Mion kind of likes my dude. So we'll keep going from here, find out what happens. If you don't already, like I always say, because honestly you have to if you make YouTube videos. It's like, it's a law. It's written rule of YouTube. If you don't already, hit the subscribe button. You know, like, comment, all that fun stuff. Let me know what you think so far. But look forward to the next part next week. And I will talk to you all later. Have a wonderful day. Bye.